Hello, Taurus. I am and I go by the name of MikaelaAndromeda. I'm an interpreter of energies, and if these messages resonate with you, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you need to book a reading, you can go to unicornfunland.com, book down at the bottom. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. My handle is Pinkie Pie Sugar Pop. Also, I stream live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. for free rapid fire one card readings. Come on through if you have a chance to see my gifts in action and to get a free question answered. I think we're just going to go ahead and get into your energies, see what's going on for March 2019 for Taurus Spirit. March 2019 for Taurus. Let's see what we have here. Oh, interesting. Go with the flow. This is your first card out. Going with the flow. This is Ace of Cups in traditional decks. Emotions, emotions, emotions. Spirit says. If you're needing to get deeper in touch with your emotions, March is going to be the time to do it. If you have been wondering why you have been feeling maybe possibly emotionally unstable, it's because there's brand new emotions that you've never ever had to deal with coming through for you. For some of you, this has already started. It's already started like recently. And for some of you, it's started in like January of this year. For some of you, it's been starting since like January of last year. For some of you is what I'm seeing. But there's brand new emotions coming through. And Spirit's advising you to just go with the flow of it. Yes. Okay. This is an interesting spread. I have 3 cards that are flipped up here and the rest of them are face down. So this is where we're starting, first week of March. And mind you, these readings are fluid. So for some of you, this might be the first week of March. For some of you, the second, third, or fourth week. It really depends on where you are in your experience and your journey. Okay. And this is also a general reading. Okay. So be aware of your emotions. If you find yourself in the ocean of your emotions, know that this is some kind of synchronicity that's trying to get your attention. And pay attention to the flow of your emotions. I'm feeling some people restricting their emotions. Some Tauruses restricting their emotions and not allowing them to be, because you want to hold on to a little bit of control, which is understandable. But in this particular case, in this particular month, it just won't serve you, holding on to your emotions. Swim freely. Go with the flow. Wow. You guys have a lot of emotion here. Look at this range. This is the Ace of Cups, Ace of Water in this deck. And this is the King. So it's like from point A to point B. Point 1 to point 100 for you. And what I mean by that is within this first week, there's going to be a large range of emotions that you're going to be experiencing. And ultimately, it's going to bring this sort of healing, this height of your emotions, a finality of your emotions. Not that it's the end of anything, but some sort of satisfaction, because it's feeling like there's quite a few of you who have been looking for some satisfaction. And I'm hearing the song, "Can't Get No Satisfaction." Okay. And it's feeling like since March of 2018, you've been feeling like this. When do I get what I want? When do I get satisfaction? When does this finally end? When do I receive? It's happening really soon. There's a lot of you who are receiving these emotions in order for some kind of new love to come into your world. And this, for some of you, this love is healing. This is a very healing love. I'm being very, very drawn to the hands, and that often symbolizes some kind of spiritual healing necessary to heal your emotions, possibly some Reiki or some kind of holistic remedy. Also pay close attention to that lotus there right in the middle, whatever synchronicity that is for you, because there's a lot of symbols coming in for that. Okay. But be aware that any new emotions that are happening, that are coming in the first week, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this next card. Any new emotions that are coming in the first week, they are healing you. And ultimately, they're healing you for this. Reunion, reunion, reunion. Taurus, Spirit is asking me to say this. Taurus, this is happening. There's no way that you can fight it anymore. There's no way that you can refuse to believe it anymore. Okay? Many of you have finally chosen to believe, chosen to love yourself. I'm trying to get this clear for you. Many of you have chosen to love yourselves. Pay attention to sacred geometry concerning all love situations. A lot of you are going to be falling in love with the higher realms and being drawn to these stars in their heads. If you are in contact with like a twin flame or some kind of soulmate or karmic relationship, meeting on the higher realms is going to be important for you this month. It's going to be important for you connecting more and connecting better. And if you're new to the higher realms, do your research about it. But choose to love yourself and choose to love this love that is coming into your world. All of this healing is happening for a reason. Spirit's asking you to go with the flow of healing your emotions in order to gain some kind of reunion. And for some of you, it's physical reunion. But for a lot of you, it's reunion of souls. There are telepathic channels that are opening up for you in the beginning of March. Take advantage of them. You will be very happy that you did. Second week. Here's the Magician. You have everything that you need, Taurus. Everything in existence. You have all the resources that you need in order to gain this love that you've been looking for. For some of you, you've been looking for this love your whole life. For others of you, you've been having dreams and visions of this love. I'm seeing dreams and visions of a woman I don't know. Whatever you're called to, whatever you're simply just pulled to this month, especially during this second week, take the leap. Be in faith and be one with your faith, and just know that it's taking you somewhere. Because the Magician is all about doing that work. Usually on traditional decks, the Magician is sitting there like contemplating. He's reading a book, contemplating what's the next step, what's the next thing that I do. But he has everything. He has everything that he needs. You have everything that you need in order to take the next step in love. And for some of you, you have everything to take the next step in your business opportunities and in your career. It's feeling like there's some new kind of career that's coming up for you, like it's been itching at you and you're just scratching the surface of it. You're just starting your business. You possibly just quit your job. I'm seeing a lot of Tauruses who are having these big career changes. And it's like you've been thinking about it for a really long time, but you just haven't busted the move. You haven't done the thing yet. Okay. You might need to just go do the thing. Make the call. Send the email. Talk to your boss. Talk to your manager. Move up in position. Leave the job. Get the new job. Start the new business. There's something that you need to be starting. that you're prepared for. Okay? No more waiting and watching, Spirit says, for your career opportunities. All you really have to do is jump, take an emotional risk, take an emotional leap of faith so that all of those people that are out there flying, you can join them. All those people where you're like, man, I see this person built their online store in a year, and I'm seeing people reading like reviews and reading about how other people gain their success. More than likely, they gained their success because they did something like this. They took an emotional risk. They uncaged themselves. And the point of this bird sitting here, and you see he's clearly looking up at all his friends out there, flying high. All he has to do is jump and start flapping his wings. Wow. And so I never really noticed this, but you can see his wings like fluttering. That's kind of like an animation. So his wings are fluttering. He is ready. He's ready. He's like, all right, I'm wondering, I'm waiting, I'm looking, I'm watching. All you have to do is jump. I don't know why I just saw that that part on Aladdin in the beginning, and he's like, all you have to do is jump. And he lands on something, and of course he's safe. So you're safe. Understand that you are safe in whatever emotional risk that you're planning on taking the second month of March. You are safe and have zero doubt about it. This risk is going to show you a new thought pattern. And for some of you, it's like a dawn of a new day. You're very earthly and concrete. You guys are very logical and linear. I'm not saying all of you, but that's like a characteristic of Tauruses in general. You guys are very like logical, but your emotions, all of these emotions, they're not allowing you to be so logical anymore. Of course, not always in your emotions, not always being in your emotions. That's ridiculous. Excuse me. But balancing your emotions with this new thought pattern, with this new way of thinking about your emotions, with this new way of balancing your emotions with your mental processes. Rise your thoughts higher, Spirit says. Raise your consciousness higher, above the stars. So many stars here. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 already. Lots of stars, lots of emotions. Okay. There's new thought awaiting you. And it's going to take some work. Whatever lover is coming in for some of you, it's going to take some work, but it's feeling like it's not going to take very much because you're almost there. That's that 9. That's an attainment. It's literally like you're almost there, especially pertaining to spirit. If you've been getting deeper in touch with your spirit, getting deeper in touch with your emotions and with like metaphysical things. If you've been getting deeper in touch with new emotions, this is right on top of this on my table, then you'll know that you're almost there because you're going to start feeling tired. And a lot of you are already feeling that way, feeling tired of this spiritual thing that's happening to me, tired of these continued awakenings, tired of these little messages of love coming in and then they going away. Love coming in and then going away. I'm feeling like there's been a lot of flux with your emotions, especially pertaining to your lovers. It's felt like I'm seeing a wave of your emotions. Okay. Where you are right now is not ever going to compare to where you've been. There's like this saying that I don't know where it came from, but once you start the awakening journey, you can't go back. You can't go back. You can't go back and compare how things used to be. You can't go back and say, I want to go back there. So you can't compare your present to your past because you've already healed. You're healing. And you're healing. I'm feeling like you're healing a lot of old emotional wounds. Okay, I'm saying March 2016 again. This came up for somebody else. I think it came up for Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. But it came up for a couple other signs. But since March 2016, you've been on this healing journey. And now it's coming to a close. Now that you've changed the way you think about your emotions, instead of, oh, my emotions make me weak, or being in my emotions makes me less than. That makes me appear like I'm not strong. Now you're free. Now you're free to express the way you want. Now you're free to love the way you want. Because it's feeling like there's heaven like trickling down upon you. I'm seeing like this slow, steady, like manna from heaven just trickling down upon you, slowly but surely. And you guys are a kind of slow moving sign, and that's not a bad thing. You should be proud that you're slow moving. You should be proud that you don't usually just jump into things. You know, for some of you, general reading. But there's a slow trickle down of heaven, and it's almost like a refreshing, cool shower of love from above. Oh my goodness. And it's freeing you. It's freeing you from, I want to be like that. It's freeing you from comparing yourself to other people. And it's helping you to see that you are one with everyone. Those of you who have been struggling with lovers, with twin flames and divine counterparts, soulmates and karmic relationships, those of you who have been struggling with that, come the third week of March, the struggle is going to be over for a lot of you. That struggle is just going to be over. And so I'm feeling like a lot of you are just going to be surrendering. And you've heard that synchronicity before. Surrender. Surrender, Taurus. Surrender. Surrender. Just let it go. Allow. Okay? You're being freed. And here's a synchronicity. Another synchronicity, 5. Okay? 5. And this is your card. This is the Hierophant. Remember that trickle down of heaven I was talking about? That's what this means. Heaven is trickling down upon you with your feet firm on the ground. You are reaching a balance supreme, Spirit says. Wow. And the love that's in your heart is just going to grow and grow and grow. And I'm just seeing this big heart, like a heart like this. I'm seeing this big heart starting within your heart space and just expanding into the earth and expanding into the ethers and into heaven. And this is the Pope. This is that medium between heaven and earth. Expect your love blessings to be coming true this month, Taurus. This is where these land on my table. 6, 5 of the major arcana. Love unconditionally right where you are. And right where you are, is perfectly between heaven and earth. And there's no other love that is stronger than that. I feel like there are so many of you Tauruses out there. I feel like there are so many of you Tauruses out there who have been struggling with these love situations. And some of you are like, it's not easy and it's not getting easier and I just want to quit and I just want to give up. I'll never be loved. I'll never be enough for him. I'll never be enough for her. Am I enough? You are. Especially if you remember who you are and if you remember to be where you are. If you remember that heaven resides within you and the earth resides within you as well. And so if heaven and earth reside within you, you are more than enough. Is that more than enough? Is that enough for you? To be heaven and earth at once is more than enough for your lover. That's what it's feeling like. Last week of the month, make a promise to yourself and stick to it. That's the only way you will achieve your next physical step. I'm seeing books full of ideas, Taurus. I'm seeing books full of poetry for some of you. Promise yourself that you will follow through on those poetic thoughts and feelings about him, about her. Give all of your love to this person. And here's another synchronicity. 6. Achievement, unconditional love. Promise that you will continue loving yourself. And in turn, if you continue to love yourself, you will, by default, continue to love this person, especially if you're a match. Promise that you'll stick to that business idea. And you Tauruses, you guys are really, really good at that. But I'm feeling like there has been some self-doubt since I'm seeing March 2017 and September 2017. There's been some serious self-doubt, like, I like this and I want to do this, but I just don't know if I'm good enough. You are. Especially if you are still making plans about it. It's time to start carrying those plans out, and it's time to start carrying those plans out with the assistance of this inner voice, with the assistance of the high priestess, with the assistance of the still small voice within you. Spirit is saying you can and will succeed. Basic message. But you can and will succeed in love. You can and will succeed with these career opportunities. There's lots of for a lot of you, there's lots of opportunities. I keep seeing that trickle down of heaven. There's lots of opportunities, and I'm seeing some of you just doing this. I'm seeing some of you like, wait, no, that doesn't make logical sense. And so you're blocking it out. Don't block that out. That's a new way to approach it. That's a new way to approach your life. That trickle down from heaven. Here, this is almost like a trickle down from heaven. From here, trickling down. And you can imagine that the earth lies beneath here, beneath this point. It's a new way to think about things. So you might need to get with the program. Get with the new shit, guys. And I'm feeling like there's a lot of you who've been on this spiritual journey who are acclimating to these energies slowly but surely. Plant the seeds. Now it's time for you to plant your seeds. It's time for you to nurture your environment. It's time for you to nurture every part of your environment, because this is the queen of the tarot. This is the last queen that shows up in the tarot. And so she has everything, just like her counterpart, abundance, the king. She has everything. She has ways to give of herself through these seeds in her sleeves. She knows how to give of herself, and she doesn't hesitate to give of herself. She doesn't hesitate to nurture her surroundings and her environment. Look at all this beautiful, feminine, emotional energy. Whether you're a male or a female, it really doesn't matter. Drop the card. Because for some reason, you need all of this feminine energy in order for you to rise a little higher. I'm seeing, for some reason, I'm seeing you like levitating right above the earth, walking on a cloud, especially if you stick to this promise that you've made to yourself such a long time ago. Listen to your inner voice and allow heaven to trickle down upon you. Know that you are right in the center of love. You are in the midst of love all the time. And for those of you who have lovers who you've been far away from, you're never far away from them at all. Synchronicity. They're always here. You know why? Because you guys are made of the same stardust. Nurture anything that comes your way this month. Anything physical that comes your way this month. Anything spiritual, emotional, or mental that comes your way this month. Because that will just continue your growth, and that'll bring you closer to the love of your life. That'll bring you closer to reaching that goal. That'll bring you closer to making that paper. Okay. Angel messages for Taurus. Angel messages for Taurus. March 2019. Okay. One more right here. Oh, you guys got 3. You guys got 4. You guys got 4. It happens like that sometimes. Outdoors, Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. I suggest going to a river or a lake, especially to complement all of this emotional stuff that's happening to you. Call on Jophiel. She's really great to work with. And yellow, I believe she governs the yellow flame. So if you need to be wearing yellow, just to boost yourself up a little bit, to connect a little bit with your solar plexus chakra, do that, especially if it resonates. Claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Again, don't take these new thoughts for granted. This new thought process, this new way of heaven. I keep seeing it. This new way of heaven trickling down upon you. Don't take that for granted. It's telling you something. It's trying to bring awareness to something. Teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. You are in a position to lead. You're in a position to lead by example this month, Taurus. And a lot of you have been looking for that. A lot of you have been praying and asking, I just want to lead. I have all of this information. I have all of these gifts. I have all of this talent, and I just want to lead. I want to give it. Okay. If you need to learn more, learn more. If you need, and this fell right here, education. If you need to learn more, go back to school. And if you need to learn, and Scorpio got this message, if you need to learn by containing yourself in a dark room and just learning this thing, taking a week or a month to just focus in on this thing, do it. Because then you'll be able to give that to other people. You'll be able to give that resource and those educations to other people. and keep everything going, keep the cycle going. I love this card so much. Archangel Haniel, passion. He didn't come out, but there's some of you who need to be working with the rainbow flame, and I'm seeing that rainbows are a synchronicity for some of you Tauruses. But Archangel Raziel governs the rainbow flame, so work with him if it resonates with you. But this says passion. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. And so this just sums up everything that I've just said here. First and foremost, follow your passion and do that, period, in your work and in your love life. There's no reason to struggle against this love anymore at all. You're bringing it in. You're bringing it in by struggling against it, no matter what. Okay? That's all I have for you, Taurus. This was a beautiful and interesting reading. I always love doing Taurus. That's why I always kind of wait to the end to do you guys, because you guys have such balanced energy. So perfectly earthly and heaven at the same time. And that's going to start exuding more this month. That's going to start coming out more. And it may feel uncomfortable at first, but you'll get used to it. Okay. All right. So if you need to book a personal reading, go on over to unicornfunland.com. You can book down at the bottom. Follow me on Instagram. Pinkie Pie Sugar Pop is my handle. Come join the Totally Humble Initiate Saints. Also come through for free rapid fire 1-card readings every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. See my gifts in action and gather with some cool, like-minded people. I think the people that come are pretty awesome. The people who are usually there on Wednesday nights are pretty awesome. And even some of the people who just show up once or twice a month. We always have a really good time there. So if you're looking to gather with people who make sense to you, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central Time in the U.S., Unicorn Funland. Okay? I think that's it. If you haven't checked the community tab, go on over and check the community tab. There's a poll there. The most recent post that I made is a poll for viewer's choice. So that's you being able to choose what, or at least being able to vote on the reading that I'm going to do for viewer's choice next month. And if it's feeling like it's either going to be a reading or just some kind of channeled message, excuse me, depending on which one wins in the poll. Okay, so check that out if you want. Again, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Continue to do so if this message resonates with you. And other than that, all love and praise to the universe within me and without me. Spirit, show Taurus the balance that they are between heaven and earth and allow them to exude that fully in their career, their passion, and their love life this month. I love you so much forever, Taurus. You have a beautiful moment and a beautiful month, and I will see you around. Bye.